And hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Gorilla Talk podcast. It is I, the one and only Ivy, and I am here joined with the Sergeant at Arms, the critic from Monday Night Raw, the one and only Mr. Anthony Loves Wrestling. Dun, 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 dun. Let me see. Do I got an applause here? One second. One second. One second. Para todo. Yeah, I found. What's going on, man? What's going on? It's been a couple of weeks since we've been on. My camera is lagging up on me, so I'm hiding in the invisible control room right now.
She's in the lab.
I'm in the lab, but how you doing today, sir?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
All right, man. So we got our guest in the building, but I know you've been dying to talk about Raw, so I'm gonna let you just have your moment to shine.
Well, last night Raw was pretty damn good. We got some storylines forwarded, but we're still like you got to stop doing the this bloodline shit. Like the bloodline, we get the story with the bloodline. Triple H cut the
I
shit.
mean, I
Okay.
mean, I was first of all, I was talking with Eric about it during our SummerSlam post show. And I was confused thinking that Roman was going to defend the title at Triple Mania, but instead he's actually defending the title against someone against Triple A
Yeah.
on the Raw edition in Mexico. I was like, oh shit, but they really going to let somebody from Triple A?
It's gonna be. I'm hoping that it's gonna be Penta because Penta deserves a shot. That guy has been doing so much. He's the only you know the other than the intercontinental scene, other than the intercontinental title scene, like he's he's the only one that kind of is there every week.
I mean, Dominic is there too, and he's getting the worst push of his life. I saw his win loss record this year, and it was like 3 wins to 21
That
losses. That's
I'm
worse than
bothered
the
by. I am bothered by that. You had a match with him and oh sorry, excuse me guys, I'm
Okay.
sorry. Um who was it? Who was the match against that he was in the match with?
Danhausen?
No. Last night on Raw,
I
Dominic.
didn't. I let you have Raw all to yourself.
Oh,
I was asleep dying.
he was he was in the match with some with the luchador. Oh, Dragon Lee. That's who it was. And it was for the spot. It was for the spot in the tournament. So he was if Dominic won, he was going to get Dragon Lee's spot. I don't agree with that, but at the same time, it's like you kind of dropped the ball on it because it's like I like who everybody knew Dragon Lee was going to win. I honestly think that I agree.
Like all the man wanted, what
Yes, Young Wolf.
like, like you have and it's really sad because Dominic was on such a high last year, and then he got the AAA championship, and then they make him a more serious contender there, but they washed him here. Like, look at that match with Danhausen, bro.
I'm gonna say right now, like to me, I could give a shit less about a match with Danhausen. Honestly, like I do, but I give a shit about it, but I don't. I
I
don't give
mean,
a shit about it
if you look,
because
if you look at the optics of it, right? If you look at the optics of it, if you're supposed to be a champion, right? And this is how
you
Eric broke
should
it down to me. You
you
shouldn't be
should be.
losing to Danhausen.
The problem is that your champions. You can't be pinning your champions. You pinned. You had. Dominic Mysterio get pinned last night. Not a good move. You shouldn't have put him in the match if he was going to get pinned. You shouldn't have. I I respect Dominic Mysterio. I respect his work, and he's a great wrestler. Even though he's a scumbag, he's a fucking great wrestler. But his
But
character is being a scumbag.
but that's the thing. But he's playing the character of a heel
Right,
perfectly.
right. So, but that goes to show you that he's doing right. That he's doing it because it's like I'm sitting here. I hate the motherfucker's character. He's a dick. Dominic Mysterio is a dick, but he plays it so well.
And he played it to the point where even sorry, Ray had went like he even said in an interview he went and asked his wife, I'm like, are you sure that Dominic is mine? Because he plays Eddie way too well.
Yeah, but like, but that man should be in the main event picture. Dominic Mysterio should be in the main event picture. He did. He did. Wait a minute. Hear me out with this one.
Okay, I hear
When
you out.
he when he wrestled Punk, one like when he wrestled Punk, he wrestled Rollins. He he shows up when he knows that he has to. He does. He shows up. I will give him that. That kid shows up. That kid wrestles when he knows that when he knows that his life depends on it. He can go in that ring and he did it with Dragon Lee last night. He killed it last night with Dragon Lee. Balor like when he oh no, that was JD McDonough. But no, even with him, right?
Fuck Eddie McDonough. I don't know why they have him here. I feel like he's just a lackey. They keep just reducing him to a lackey.
Like, you know, the thing is like Dominic needs to be in that picture because he could get better with his promos. He can like he's good at his promos. He could be better, but can he go toe to toe with he went toe to toe with Punk, even though Punk annihilated him on the mic. But Dominic, if you were to put him in the ring with a Roman Reigns, put him in the ring with a Cody Rhodes again, put him in the ring with, anyone again, that kid is going to give you like the best version of him. He's going to give you the best version of him. The kid is great in the ring. I will never talk down about his in-ring ability. Or like, yo, better yet, put Dragon Lee on AAA, put Phoenix, put Penta, put straight luchadors on AAA, make Lucha great again.
Make Lucha great again!
I agree. I agree.
They
Penta
need to,
Penta Penta could have a serious. I feel with AAA, if going off of what Young Wolf said, if you were to put Penta down there, he would get a better push down there than he is here.
but then again, I feel like right now they just playing nothing but musical chairs once again. First of all, between Royce Keys getting injured badly, we not seeing him for a while.
That was horrible last week.
Okay, you have we all know that Zilladon is way over, and I really hope they don't just try to assimilate him and water him down into the bloodline. You got Bailey that's still up in the air. They don't know whether they're coming or going. The only thing I think that was remotely interesting the last few days for me was watching that conversation between Punk and Kevin Owens.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty.
I
Thing
never
of beauty.
I never saw this both men unhinged the way that they were. It was beautiful. It made a wrestling fan really happy. Like the classic promo came back. Like you would have thought they would have actually went back to fuck each other up.
Like like KO and Punk, like those two have the best. I feel, I feel the best chemistry on the mic together. Like with him and Cody, it was okay. Like once it started going, it was like okay, yeah. Now it's getting good, because with the promos, it was just like, oh yeah, brother, I love you, brother. Like brother this, brother that. It's like I don't want to fucking I don't want to I
But
don't I'm sorry to say it like this, but I don't want to hear them suck each other's dick. I'm
I
sorry,
mean,
I
I
don't.
feel you. I feel you, but that was the same thing. Like I was so happy that Cody Punk feud was over. I was so happy when we finally put Roman and Seth to rest, because if I heard one more Shield comment one more time, I'm like, it's over 10 years now. Give it a fucking break.
The Shield thing had the Shield. y- how much more of that are we gonna deal with now? Like now, what we need to do is, here's my thing: get Broad Breaker away from the fucking Vision. That guy, when you look at him, that man is soulless because he doesn't want to be there. I don't think he.
Listen, I need to see him fuck up over Femi and just walk away.
But here's the problem, though: you have a match of that caliber. You're planting the seeds for it, which is great. But but what are you going to do with Oba and Braun Breaker after that? You can't elevate one and not the other.
I understand that, but that's where you do a 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 7, whatever you want to call it, because this is their time now to elevate them. Because there's no way in hell they're gonna give him. They're not gonna give Oba a title shot right now.
No, too early for him.
That's the point. So they're gonna keep going, maybe 2 out of 3, you know, type of
But those
situation.
are your two future stars right there. Those two guys are your future. If you don't do this correctly and you fuck them up, they're gonna say goodbye, and then they're gonna go to AEW. Tony Khan's gonna just probably treat them. We're gonna put you in a big feud, and then if you float, you float. If you sink, you sink. Or just throw them away like he does every fucking except for guys like Mox. And everybody's talking about, oh yeah, when MJF goes to WWE. It's like, I don't with the amount of money that fucking Tony's paying him, that man is not gonna go to WWE.
That man doesn't want to
Here's
go to WWE.
He don't want to go. Yeah, exactly. Because I don't want him to go to WWE, because we're not going to get the piece of shit that we see on TV now. We're not going to get him in WWE. They're going to water him down.
Mm-mm.
They
But are
won't
you?
give Oba a title shot. Maybe in 10 years.
So
Ah,
now that we did a little recap of that WWE, aka the Fetty to Young Wolf, you ready for our guest?
yep.
All right, guys. So today, into the Gorilla Zone, we have the one and only PJ Savage. I
Love this
personally,
dude.
I personally got to see him fuck shit up at Invictus. I don't even know if Invictus is still a thing no more. But if you know, you know. At the Bronx Brewery, He's a hard-hitting powerhouse that's built a reputation across the independent wrestling scene through grit, determination, and an intensity that lives up to his name. Trained by WWE Hall of Famer Johnny Rodz, PJ has battled his way to championship gold and earned respect everywhere he goes with no nonsense in his smash mouth style. So whether you followed him for years on the independent scene or you here chilling with us for the first time and getting to know him, I need everyone to give a round of applause for the man, the myth, the legend, PJ Savage, everyone. Well, hello there.
Real quick. Tony Khan signed this man.
Why
Now.
would you subject him to a fake what? I'm not even telling
He
him
don't
go
want
to
to go
the
to the
E.
E.
I don't
He don't
want
want
him
to
to
go to
go
the
to the
E.
E. But this guy is more. First of all, is like main event TNA. Like how?
Do
Like
you not
let
know how much this man would pay
this man should have put.
to
Listen,
have
I'm
to have
sorry.
PJ Savage on his roster?
I should have seen like PJ Savage versus Zilla before he went to and dropped the belt at Hog. Like that's how this man should have been put over years ago.
Hey, inside best like baseball, PJ Savage versus Jacob Fatu almost happened right before he got signed to the E. That was
That
that
is
was
Oh,
crazy,
yeah, that was signed, sealed, delivered, but he got signed and it couldn't happen. So that was going down.
how you
man.
doing, man? Long time.
Yeah, man, long time. It's good to see you guys. She brought up Invictus. Invictus was the good old days, man. I miss Invictus. They're not around anymore, but Invictus was good, man.
Oh my god, I remember seeing you, Jay Bougie, before he went to that slap fighting type thing.
Yeah, he
Crap.
went yeah.
The show I went to, the one thing I remember outside of you coming in was the damn someone was fighting with the damn GameCube and the GameCube exploded.
Yeah.
Okay,
That was
so I want to know one thing. When are you
yeah.
gonna
What's up, man?
slap the when are you gonna slap the taste out of Savage's mouth?
Oh man, everybody wants to see that happen. No one likes Greek Savage. That poor guy. No one like. I
I
don't even like him. He smells of cheap cologne and Macy's $30 suits. I know he gets them at the men's warehouse. Buy one get three free. You know, like he's horrible. He's cheap. He stinks. The cologne he wears. It's not even cologne. It's axe mixed with soap. It's disgusting. I don't know what that's about that guy. Hey, Greek, if you're watching, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you, Greek.
and I love the guy. I can't say anything bad about him. He's done nothing but good
Yeah,
for me.
man, yeah. He does. He does. I mean, just talk about him for a second. He puts the work in. You know, I
Yeah,
know there's a lot of people that doesn't like his big mouth, but he puts the work in. I got respect for Greek, man. He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
yeah. I mean, you know, he's got a loud mouth. Love the
Yeah,
guy, but
yeah,
loud mouth.
for
So
sure, 100%, man.
there's one thing I've been dying to ask since I've seen you come out in Invictus. But where did the whole Savage motif come from?
So I was like you mentioned before. I was trained by Johnny Rodz. He's the guy that trained all the ECW guys. He trained Big Cass. He trained so many people you don't even know. Wendy Cho. He trained Masha Slamovich. He trained everybody. There's a whole generation of us that's out here now that he trained. And prior to us, he trained Taz, Matt Stryker, so many guys. And I was down at at his gym, and they were gonna put me on a show, and I was going by my regular shoot name. And Johnny goes, "Oh, boy, you need a name. You need a name." So I'm over here writing down names. I'm going in my notebook, writing down name after name. And somebody wanted to call me PJ Prodigy, and I had
I
got the
remember you
gear
talking
made.
about that.
Yeah, I got gear made. I got everything made. I got PJ Prodigy logos. The shorts were made, knee pads, everything. And the day before the show, the gear got lost. It never arrived to me. So I went down to the thrift store, and it was like, I'm just gonna find what T-shirt calls my name, and I'm gonna cut it up. I'm gonna put it on. And I walked in, and I had these Skull and Bones shorts, and I looked, and there was a shirt that said Savage AF with the Skull and Bones on it. So I was like, oh, that would work. It'll work for tonight. Why not? So I went, I got the shirt, I put it on, cut it up. I wrestled that night, had a really good match, and Johnny goes, oh, Bob, PJ Savage. I like that. I like that. And then another one of the trainers, his name's Flex. He was like, man, that's a good name. Maybe you need to stick with that. Keep wearing your shirt. But then all of a sudden, Johnny was not with it. He didn't like. He wanted to call me the Wild Man, PJ. He had names after name, you name it. And then I was wrestling Bobby Lashley at
Oh, I
Boom.
remember you talking about this.
Yeah, I wrestled Bobby Lashley at La Boom, and I just won the heavyweight championship from for Johnny's.
Wow, you said La Boom.
Promotion. Yeah, I was wrestling Lashley at La Boom, and I was the last match Lashley had before he went back to WWE. This is right when his TNA deal expired, and Johnny finally called me PJ Savage. So that was it. That was it. Ever since that moment, it was like, all right, PJ Savage from here on out. That's the name. That's the moniker. So it was fate. It was fate. I didn't ask for it. I wasn't even thinking about it. Even at the beginning when the name first came to me, I was like, Macho Man. Like, he made that name iconic, Savage. But I kind of made it my own.
I can't picture PJ Prodigy.
Yeah, no, I mean back then it made sense. I was younger, little baby face, it kind of worked. But nah, yeah, now and then 10 years later, having Prodigy as a moniker, it wouldn't work. You're not a Prodigy no more, kid. So it doesn't work.
In the New York independent wrestling scene, because I'm learning it's quite bigger than it is.
It's huge.
Even though it feels so small, who do you feel could really stand toe to toe with you?
I mean, there's a lot of guys, man. No, I'm lying. Absolutely none of them. No, no.
Like Santana, actually.
Well, so Santana's kind of a dream match for me, man. I remember I went weeks just calling him out. I knew he was about to get signed. Knew it. I felt it in my bones. I knew he was getting signed. He was House of Glory champion at the time. And then I knew once he got to TNA, it'd kind of be impossible to get to wrestle him unless I'm at one of these other promotions kissing somebody's ass, and I'm not an ass kisser. So it just didn't work out. But Santana's definitely a dream match. I mean, when you look at the OGs, I wrestled Homicide. Homicide is one of the legends of the New York scene. He paved the road. Monster Mac, he's one of the guys that definitely paved the road. Dan Maff, he's a dream match of mine. He's one of those guys I watched in Ring of Honor. One half of the Hit Squad. He's in be dope to get into the ring with. There's so many guys out here in the New York scene. There's even guys that people don't even know about that are just absolutely killing it. There's a lot of people in the Long Island scene. Joey Conway, as much as I hate Joey Conway is a monster in that ring.
Joey Conway's insane.
Yeah, Joey Conway's insane, man. He's one of the most talented. I would put him up there as one of the most underrated wrestlers going today.
I will agree with that.
Joey Conway's one of those guys. Yeah, that's kind of about it right now.
What inspired you to actually get in the square circle?
My grandmother. My grandmother was huge and watching wrestling with me. I remember being like 3-4 years old and watching AAA on the weekends with her. Watching the Gun. Yeah, man. Like I was watching AAA on Saturday mornings, bro. It's all of them, man. Pedals de la Mall, all of it. It was just awesome. So she was really into wrestling. I remember I used to have a bedtime at 10:30, but 10 o'clock, but not on Mondays. She would let me stay up to 11:07, because that's what time Raw would finish. And then my uncles were into tape trading. So back in the 90s, 98, 99, 2000, they were a group of guys that would always go down to the Garden and trade ECW tapes, Japan tapes, old Spanish tapes. And I was a little 8-year-old, 5-year-old, 7-year-old kid just hanging out with them, trading these tapes. Couldn't wait to go home and watch ECW November to Remember. because I didn't have it. You know what I'm saying? So they had a lot to do with it. My grandmother and my uncle.
Oh, so I mean that like when you were watching those ECW tapes, like who was a wrestler that you were like with when you were watching ECW? Who was like the guy that you were like, man, he is cool. Like I feel like for you, I don't know why, but I feel like it would be like a guy like Taz.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah.
Taz was me, man. Taz was the guy, man. He was. I never forget one of the first tapes I ever saw. He was cutting a promo on Bam Bam Bigelow. They were
Oh
in
man, I
Asbury
remember
Park,
that.
New Jersey. He had the leather jacket. He went into the arena before the show started, and he was talking about all the things he was going to do to him. He's the reason I tape up my hands the way I do. Taz was a huge influence on me, and a huge influence on me. I wish this WWE run could have been better. I feel like he could have been WWE champion when he got to WWE during the Attitude Era. He was such a little pit bull, man. He was a little monster. He was a monster, man. He was a monster.
Yeah.
I love Taz. He's one of those guys. There's a few other guys that I really liked in ECW. A couple guys that really drew my attention to ECW. Raven was one of them. I used to love Raven, bro. Raven, was
He was
poetic.
great, even in WWE, like
He
WWF
was so creative.
during that.
He was so creative,
Yeah,
man. He was so creative.
even Pillman,
Raven was
like
Pillman's one of my. I'm actually in a phase of studying Pillman right now. I feel like the loose cannon era in Pillman is something that needs to be studied, and a lot of people don't really study him. Brian Pillman was one of the, in my opinion, he's one of the best wrestlers that ever laid some pair of boots.
were
For sure.
you like when you were watching like the Attitude, like you were watching the Attitude Era?
Hmm.
Were you like who was like with the top guys like Austin, Rock, Triple H, like what, and even Taker, like who were you like big on in the Attitude Era? Watching them,
So it all started. Bret Hart was my guy to start. Like I was a huge Bret Hart
of
fan.
course.
And then I hated Shawn. I hated Shawn Michaels. So Stone Cold
You're
kind
not
of
the
became
only
my
one.
guy. Stone Cold became my guy that night. He beat Shawn at WrestleMania, and Tyson lifted his arms up. So I was a huge Stone Cold guy. I went through my Rock phase. I loved the Rock when he started to get hot. He was my guy. The one-liners, the eyebrow. I even made my mother take me to go buy the book. But one for real, man. But I never forget. I think it was 2002. My uncle's got some tickets to go to Raw, and Triple H was coming back that night. And I sat there, man, in the upper deck watching Triple H come back from a torn ACL, I think it was. And yeah, that was the leather jacket with the denim
Oh man,
sleeves. He looked like
that's
Hercules that day.
insane.
I was there. I was in the building, and it was a moment. I think that was kind of one of the turning points for me. I say I have like 3 turning points that all push me to become a wrestler. That was definitely one of them. I never heard anything like that. I've went to Yankee games, Knick games. I went to so many things as a kid, but hearing the pop that Triple H got that night, I was like, I need that for me. I need that for me. That was great.
Yeah, that pop that you got when you came back was like I loved
Fun.
hearing that pop.
It was great, man. It was great. It's great to be back,
dude,
man.
dude, when I saw that video of you coming back, I was so hyped.
Oh yeah.
It's good, man. It's good to be back. I feel like I'm starting to hit a stride again, and the name's starting to get out there. Right now, I'm over at PWU Pro Wrestling Unplugged. Every Friday night, I'm over there. That's a really big indie promotion. It was used to be in California. It used to be in Cali. Brought over here, and PW's got a really good thing going every Friday night with SPO and Hybrid Wrestling. Hybrid Wrestling's another wrestling promotion that's huge on the indies and did some special things. So being with them every week, being on their roster, it's awesome. So coming back, it's like I got my home, I got my little home base, and the juices is flowing, and we having fun, man. And they got great production. They run every Friday. I'm wrestling more than I ever did now, so it's good, man. It's good to be back. It's really good to be back.
Hey, Denny, do
Now,
you feel?
oh, sorry.
Sorry, my bad, Anthony.
No, you're good. You're good.
quick question for you. Do you feel like anything has changed since, with your comeback?
I mean, I don't want to get too political with it. But if you guys are on Facebook and you follow wrestlers, the wrestling scene for indie you guys is pretty shit right now. It's like the only thing that gives us attention is the bad stuff. Um, a lot of people spreading lies, a lot of people just doing things to, it's one of those things. If I tear you down, then I'm at a higher point. When you're not, you just tear somebody else down. You're still standing in the same spot you was if you didn't tear them down. There's a lot of tearing each other down, a lot of gatekeeping. There's a lot of like, you can't work here, you can't do this, you're not my guy, you wasn't trained by me. So it's kind of tough. It's kind of hard.
The music industry.
Yeah, it's kind of hard right now to like break out into different promotions and be seen at more places. Like, if it was up to me, I'd be wrestling everywhere. But it's tough right now. It's tough. The indie scene's not together. It's very divided. There's a lot of different cliques, and there's a lot of times where you'll go to an indie show and the guy in the main event's wrestling somebody from TV, and he should not probably even be in the ring with him. It's probably somebody's friend, and it sucks. Like, fans should not be seeing that. I remember one of my goals on the indie scene was to be the main event. Like, even you saying you associate me with that main event style, like, that's kind of what I am. I grew up watching Attitude. I grew up late 90s, early 2000s, where Mike Tyson's pay-per-view was drawing millions of buys, even though he was only fighting 30 seconds. Stone Cold was the drawing power. It's like, that's what I kind of gravitate towards. That's what I wanted to bring back to the indies. Because I feel like it never really had that. It never really had that guy that went crazy, did crazy shit, and brought the fans in, brought people to watch it. I want to sell tickets. I want to be the reason there's 100 people here tonight. And last show there was 25. And I want to bring that number up, but you have to build up the content, get the reps, and make a name for yourself. And I took a year off last year, essentially, and now I'm back. So now the ball's rolling, and I'm not stopping anytime soon. I'm not stopping until I get signed by one of the major companies. There is one that I really, really want to go to. I got my eyes on one of them, and I'm not gonna stop until I get there.
We won't say it on air, but you could tell me behind the scenes. I won't.
Well, I got no problem. I got no problem saying it. I mean, everybody wants to go to WWE at one point. I would love to go to AEW. I would love to go to TNA, but I want to go to New Japan Pro Wrestling. I feel like New Japan Pro Wrestling really was something that burnt the fire in me 10 years ago, 8 years ago, when Kenny Omega and Okada was tearing the house down. AJ was tearing the house down. I want to go to New Japan and revamp the Bullet Club and bring it back with some New York swagger on it and just go toe-to-toe and have some hard matches out there, man. I feel like New Japan's never really had someone from New York City to really bring that flavor and that style and that swagger of New York City into Japan ring, and I'll make it feel like an anime that just doesn't stop hitting you in the face.
Savage Club!
Yeah, man. You see, it has a ring to it. It has a ring to it. So
add Greek Savage to it, even though you don't like him.
Oh, Jesus. No, they won't even let him. They'll probably ban him off the airplane.
I mean, but so if you don't mind me asking this, what goes into, like, just for everybody watching that don't really know yet, what goes into a return? Like new music, like what goes into all that, and even a re-image of yourself?
Yeah, a lot of times it depends, man. Some people want to come back completely new. For me, I didn't want to change much. I kept the only thing I really changed, especially now being at PWU, I'm changing up my entrance. I'm playing with it a little bit. I used to wait till the sirens pass and a certain beat drop, but now I'm like pop out right when the sirens hit, so that way when people go, "Who's here?" they turn around and I'm just standing there.
Yeah.
It's different. It's different. So, but for me, I didn't want to change anything. I feel like being on the Indies, I had built a little following before I took the time off. That little following that I built, I feel like they know me and they were supporting me, and I didn't want to veer off from what I am. And people expect something when they see the promos, when they see me come through the curtain, and I didn't want to do something too different. I had thoughts about changing it up. There was a place I wanted to go to, but even that place that I want to go to, I feel like that's more TV. The ideas I had, and that's something that maybe I'll dabble with it if I land at the right promotion. Maybe PWU's the place to play with that at. But it all depends. The situation has to be right. But the return's hard. You got to make it healthy. Remember, I pulled the trigger too quick. I came back November, December. I actually got hurt. Had another little setback right after that, and now I'm back full throttle. There's so much that goes into coming back, and especially mentally. Mentally, it's a tough game because, I mean, like CM Punk said to it said to Kevin Owens, and I love CM Punk.
Yeah.
CM Punk, he's one of my guys, man. Kevin Owens is one of my guys. But it was kind of weird. One day he's gonna say this. Hopefully, you know. I kind of saw the glimpse into Phil that people don't like. I kind of saw it. I saw it. Him calling KO fat. Him saying, "Oh, you just be a weekend warrior," and it's like, damn, you look down on those guys, huh? Yeah, like I could kind of see what people might call arrogance.
I mean, look at what he said to
The
Kingston.
sourness. I can see the sourness to it. I can see it. I can
Bless you.
see it. I can see it.
Look at what he said to Kingston when that Friday on Rampage after he called out Kingston when Kingston was home because he had Eddie Kingston was home because he wasn't feeling well. He he
Yeah. With
he
the
looked.
Kingston, though, I just thought they had bad blood. With Kingston, I feel like him and Kingston, they just hated each other. With
Yeah,
KO, I know there is some hate there, but this felt more like I really don't like what you represent. Um, that hit different. It hit different, especially for me, for a guy. I was wearing the cutoff T-shirt, you know, because and it wasn't because I was fat and didn't want to do it. It was a look. It was a look I could have carried. I like the cutoff look. I'm doing it right now. CM Punk does
yeah,
it when he doesn't wrestle. It's a good look, man. And then I like with Kevin Owens. I remember Kevin Owens. Why I used to love him as Kevin Steen was he was different.
PG Savage versus Kevin
Oh
Owens.
man, Jesus Christ! Like sign me up now. Like that's it. Ladder Wars, final battle. Kevin Steen, PJ Savage, sign me up right now. Like that's the dream right there. That match would piss off CM Punk, all the T-shirts in it. But it's I feel like CM Punk with the whole T-shirt jabs. It was kind of like, oh damn, I can see why you look down on certain people that just don't live up to a certain height. When they call you skinny fat, it's weird. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. There was a lot of shoot shit in those promos, and we'll see. We'll see where it goes. I hope it's all work. I hope it's all to make money.
yeah. It probably is. I mean, like, Punk and to have those two guys go toe to toe on the stick, like, you're
It's good.
really, yeah. Like those, plus those two guys have history. You know, like,
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
like for you, like who is like what is your dream feud? Like, who would your dream feud be? Like, who would you want it to be with?
If I could pull out of the hat and just have a feud with any legend or any wrestler there ever was, I would just love to go into a fucking 6 long month feud with Triple H. Just
Oh,
If he was
Triple H.
actually able to wrestle again.
Yeah, man. Like just like that cerebral assassin, the Triple H that came out with the chainmail. That guy was different. That guy was different. I feel like he would have brought out a whole different side of me. Triple H is one of those guys. Stone Cold, of course, is a guy that I would love to feud with. But honestly, I think my dream feud, just because stylistically it's so different and it could
Yeah.
happen, is Kenny Omega. I want to
Ooh.
go with Kenny. I want Kenny's the guy you wrestle to show you can go. And I'm a bigger
Dude, you could
guy.
go with him.
Yeah, like I'm a
You could
striker. I
definitely
do all
go.
these things, but he's the guy that you get into the ring and I can show the world that I can go, that I can be that main eventer, and I could go into a hard hitting match and make it feel like a 15-round boxing fight. Kenny Omega for me right now, the dream match. Like Kenny Omega's that guy, just to go at it, to show that I can go. And then you got Roman. Roman's one of those guys, man. Who doesn't want to face the tribal chief? Who doesn't? He's another level, man. He's definitely another level. I'll never forget his
God,
Oh,
intro.
come
like he says,
on.
like he says, God mode.
He's
I'm
he's
sorry.
he's 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 on another level, man. He's different, and I would love to feel that. I never forget hearing Perry Saturn say when he worked The Rock, he never forgot how The Rock can control the crowd with just the tip of his fingers. And I feel like Roman's in that mode.
I
And
feel like
to feel that and to learn from that, that'd be great.
you could take Roman, man. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I was reading, I think it was with Eric Bishop that said that his character, and I gotta agree, is getting a little stale.
I mean, the bloodline stuff is old. It's ran its course. The bloodline stuff is old. I'm
Like,
hoping
even
they
the
do some
tribal
more
chief thing.
flipping. But one thing I do like about the storylines right now is that I feel like they're all pointing to, hey, we're gonna bring back the bloodline, and it's not gonna happen. I feel like the bloodline is too fractured. Jacob's not in on it. Jey Uso is feeling the fracture from it. Then you're bringing in Solo, who's definitely not in on the bloodline stuff. It's all gonna flip on Roman at some point. It has to. It's not funny in the ring.
I
So
think I need,
I don't know.
I need them to lead this bloodline story into the Rock and Roman story so it could all just die down.
Yeah.
I got an interesting storyline for you guys too, though.
Okay, go
I
first.
think a really good storyline for me in WWE would be against Cody. Um, for personal reasons, because if anybody who knows me knows I love my kids. My kids are amazing. But my youngest son Lucas is one of the biggest Cody fans there is. I took him to go meet Cody. He signed autographs. He has pictures with Cody like in the house. We have so many things that he loves Cody. And I feel like it'd be a great storyline because one of my favorite wrestlers growing up that I studied the most was Dusty. So just studying Dusty, learning from Dusty as much as I can, however I can via YouTube or books, and bringing that to the forefront, saying I learned from your dad, but now I'm in the same position as Cody, as my son is watching me go through the ranks and run through the indies, earn my stripes, and do what I got to do. And my son could be the next Cody, and I could be the next Dusty. So we have that weird dynamic where I feel like it'd be really great to tell on TV a father-son storyline on both ends. So it's pretty cool. I think that would be a great storyline to tell, and I hope to tell it one day.
Oh,
What
that
is
would
it?
be awesome to see.
That would definitely be awesome. And what's it like, to have your kids like supporting you like that?
Oh, it's cool, man. My son already knows how to bump. He knows how to chain wrestle. Like, it's cool shit, man.
All right. Okay, I
Done
challenge
better.
your son to a match.
He's going low blow. He's doing Richard Holiday's move, and he's low blow and signature move right off bat.
Let's go.
Yeah, but
Name
it's
the
cool,
place and
man.
time.
If you go to my Instagram, you actually see the entrances I did with them. And they're a year apart. I did my first entrance with him where I pull him back. He's like a little pit bull. And then there was another one where I had these belts and he lifted them up with me. It's pretty cool to do the entrance
Oh,
with him.
that's
But
awesome.
he's fully locked in, man. He's fully locked in.
So you were talking about sorry, I'm tongue tied. You were talking about training under Johnny Rod, who pretty much trained everyone who was everyone back in the day. What are some things that you personally learned that you apply to everything you do now?
Foundation, like as a professional wrestler, Johnny taught me how everything is foundations. Like your basics is gonna be your advanced stuff. Like that was the most mind-boggling thing. And he had me roll for hours. He had me bump for hours. He had me running the rope for hours. And me doing the simple stuff. And that simple stuff translated into that main event that I wanted to be in. And even though I haven't used that stuff on a big stage yet, like a WWE, TNA, AEW, MLW, one of those companies, but I know whenever I get that chance, I'm gonna blow it out the park. I'm gonna hit a home run out the ballpark because of the knowledge that Johnny gave. So that's one of the things. And then the most important thing I think from Johnny is how to be a dad. My dad wasn't in my life, and Johnny was guiding me. He was giving me advice. He's the one that taught me, you got two separate lives when you're a professional wrestler. I'm already set back because I got the kids. It's harder to make it when you have the family because you got that pull. It's not easy to leave the house on Saturdays and Fridays and Sundays when I want to take them to the pool. I want to go on vacation with them. I want to do things with them, but I can't because daddy's on the indies being a weekend warrior and trying to make a name for himself one clip at a time every time I go to the curtain. So it's tough. It's harder to do it when you have the family, but then it also means more. But if I didn't have Johnny, it would have crushed me. It would have crushed me. So Johnny really, he put that in my mind, and it helped me go forward.
You held a few championships before your injury. Which one meant the most to you and why?
Man, there's so many. Honestly, the one at Invictus winning the Invictus Social Media Championship at the Bronx Brewery, that meant a lot, man, because Invictus was a company, not that
That's
they
the one
didn't
I
want
went
me there,
to.
they made me work for it. Invictus made me work for it. So to hold that belt at a place like Bronx Brewery that was supporting the hell out of me, and the fans was behind me every time I walked out the Bronx Brewery. So that was a
Wait,
cool one, man. And then I got to have my son come in the ring that night. So that was kind of
wait,
cool.
wait. Why he make you work for it? First of all, you don't see all the time that Jay Bougie used to roast Alex. Alex is the last person to make anyone work.
Nah, so that was like a year or two into our Invictus run. At the beginning, man, he put us on the pre-show. Our first match there was me versus Bougie, on a pre-show, and we were, cocky in our mind. We're way better than the pre-show. We shouldn't be on the pre-show. We so good. God damn, how you gonna disrespect us like that? But that's just making us earn it, paying our dues and going up the system. We can't jump the line. But in our heads, man, we was nah, you ain't gonna disrespect. We went out there and killed it that night and had one hell of a match and be like, you better put us on the main show. And even then, man, it was like he wasn't putting us on every show. He was making us work for it. He was making us work for it. So once we got our foothold, and I think what made the me and John feud so special was we both were made to work for becoming the face of the company, and we both wanted it. And then even at the time, I even found it disrespectful. There was a new championship that got it thrown into the mix, and it was like, oh, this ain't gonna be a secondary championship. And I still want the social media championship, but I don't want that other shit. I want that one because that's the first belt, the belt that built this place. So to win that belt, that was pretty special. So, I mean, there's a couple other ones. The IWA Heavyweight Championship, I held that belt for so long, man. That was the first place where I made my indie debut. So that was pretty special for me. Um, I'll put those two up against any of them.
You talk about it being like a whole mental game, especially, balancing being a father, being, a human. How do you just take care of PJ when it's all said and done?
Oh man, yeah, sometimes you don't, Sometimes you don't. I never forget. I was watching. I think it was a Grounded. I forgot what WWE show they had on the network where they followed the NXT guys. I forgot what it was. And Finn Balor had an episode, and he said he played with Legos, and him building Legos and building up his whole little Lego collection was his outlet to really just help him give himself a peace of mind. So video games became mine, even though I always had a love for video games. But at that moment, I kind of declared, all right, video games is gonna be my getaway, the place where I go when I'm too stressed out, when I'm too lost in my head, or too upset about a booking or a match or something. I'll turn on my video games and blank out for a couple hours and then go to sleep. So video games is huge. I read a lot of books. I study a lot of wrestling, and then spending time with my kids and my family. Man, going out with my wife and my kids. It's kind of where I get to turn my head off, turn and just be a dad. You got to learn how to separate it. You got to learn how to make time for yourself. If you don't make time for yourself, it's gonna be hard. Oh, the wrestling's hard. Promos, matches, politics, getting along with the right people. There's so much that goes into this. It's tough. It could be taxing. And then you work a 9 to 5. I work a 9 to 5 just like everybody else. So I gotta go to work like Fridays. My commute is insane, and I live in New York, so I don't have a car out here, and I'm heading out to Philadelphia every Friday night with no car.
Oh, you taking
It's
the
taking
train?
Yeah, it's taking me sometimes. One time my commute was 4 hours. I got there right before the doors open. And I'm taking 4 different trains and 2 different buses just to go work a show to make a name for myself. A lot of people don't see that. They don't know what that's going into it, but I cherish that stuff because I know I'm earning it. I know I'm doing it the right way. I'm doing it the hard way. I want to do it the hard way. I don't want to do it the easy way. As much as I wish I got to do it the easy way, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it the easy way. I'd rather my son do it the easy way. I'll pay dues for him.
Oh, so you're gonna pull the AJ Styles, the way that everyone's talking about how he paved the way for Avery.
Hey. The only thing I'll ever say about that is
He set up
as
though.
a person,
You can't say nah.
as a person that wants his son to get into the business and follow in his footsteps, I want to pay dues for my son. I hate pulling up a ring. I hate breaking a ring down. It hurts. You know how many times I've seen wrestlers get hurt breaking down rings? And they're not getting paid for that. They're not, you know what I'm saying? It's tough. But we have to do it. So on that end, he should have helped. he should have He should have. Just go grab a chair. Look like you're doing something. Go do 1 or 2 things, man. Just and then you don't. I never forget Triple H and his documentary, Thy Kingdom Come. He had a line in there. It's like a wrestler's job is when he's in the back, he's walking around with a gun to his head, and it's his job not to give out bullets. And what he means by that is you can't give ammo to people who shoot you in the head. So AJ's son kind of gave a bunch of indie people some ammo to try to shoot him in the head before he got going. But if we're being real and we're being honest, all the paid his dues for him. AJ's been through so much in this business. AJ's been a weekend warrior before the term even was created. AJ went from extra in WWE to being thrown around in WCW to working his ass off in TNA. If it wasn't for AJ, TNA probably wouldn't even exist. And then becoming a legend in Japan, and then even becoming a legend in WWE. If anyone paid his dues for his kids to come next, it's AJ Styles. So I get that flip side. I get the flip side of it. There's no right or wrong angle to this, but next time just pick up a chair. Look like you're doing something, brother. That's all I can say.
Listen, man, I remember leaving Jobber Slam, and I remember leaving Invictus and watching everyone tear down the ring. I was like, I got no upper body strength to be doing that shit. I hold it all to you. I tip my hat off.
I mean, there's been a couple nights. There's been a couple nights where, I'll show up early. I'll help with the ring. I'll put it up. There's some days where I'll show up early and then the promoter or somebody calls you to the back and then you're chit-chatting, you're going over something and you don't even help out with the ring. There's other times where after every match, there's people that know me. I always help out with the ring. There's a couple nights where like I'll be the main event or the last match and we tear it down and I put my belt down before I even get to take off my boots. I'll go to help. And then you got the promoter, you got somebody else going, what the hell you doing? Sit your ass back down and let the new guys take care of it. Because You have to let them all pay the dues. And I get it. I think that company was GCW. It happened at the hierarchy there is different, man. Every building you walk into is gonna be different. If you've never been with that company, it's a little bit different. But that's what I mean by the politics and the landscape of the indie wrestling scene. It's more about tearing each other down than lifting each other up right now, and that kind of sucks. It's like I get it. You could be jealous of AJ's son. You could be jealous of Dom. You could be jealous of Cody. You could argue they got it easy, but they didn't because their fathers didn't get it easy. So it's kind
But
of
I feel like see, but then it goes back to what me and Anthony were saying about Dominic. Because I feel like if we throw in the legacy, being the legacy kid, he's the one getting the short end of it. Because look at, like I said, he had the ride of his life last year. You know, they talked about how he put out AJ Styles. He did this. He did that. You got him jobbing to everyone now. 3-21 record loss.
I don't. But you see, like when I watch it from a different perspective. I know you kind of have to play a roles, and I watch Raw and go, who's in what role? Not with like how they're booked. You kind of when you become a wrestler, you kind of know. Oh, that guy's in that lane. That guy's in that lane. Like the Oba and Braun Breaker stuff. That's very interesting because the line that Paul Heyman said when he said, I'll respect Oba until you make me not respect Oba. You can almost, as a wrestler, you can look at that as a shoot. If you don't want Oba to be the future, you need to step the up and become the future. So that
Yeah.
could be real stuff going on behind the scenes, which makes that very interesting. But with the Dom stuff, when it comes to Dom, he's kind of always been the comedic character. He's always been in the love triangle, even going back to Rhea. The Danhausen stuff. I mean, when Danhausen's making the money he's making, you can't look at it as like he's in a shitty spot. He's in a good spot. Some people look at certain spots and be like, "Oh, that's a shitty spot," but not knowing, like even the SummerSlam match. If you go back to SummerSlam, the Bloodline versus Royce Keys, Solo, and LA Knight.
Yeah.
People might go, "Oh, that's a throwaway match." It's not a throwaway match. That match is leading into a Roman storyline. That match is the beginning of Royce Keys getting hurt, probably coming back, revamping himself. LA Knight getting a title shot. There's so much that goes into that like little nuance, and at the end of the day, it's up to the wrestler to make it what it is. Although it is confusing with AAA involved because Dom's very seriously in AAA. It's almost like a
And,
different presentation.
that's what I feel like WWE is kind of messing up because if you're positioning him, and Undertaker once again is doing great in Triple A. I'm just putting it out there because
Yeah,
I will watch Triple A before SmackDown, and that says a lot because I'm a SmackDown girl through and through. Um,
yeah, no, Triple A's been amazing, but there's not that many people. Even when you go look at the views on YouTube, the there's a lot more people watching the main product. So they probably look at it as like, oh, not that many people watch AAA. So
yeah,
maybe they're going, maybe no one knows what's going on at AAA. Like, honestly, all I know is that Dom's a champion. I don't really know anything else. I know Grande Americanos over there. The Mask versus Mask match was amazing.
Oh my
But I'm
god,
not
that
yeah,
keeping
match
up.
was insane.
Yeah, that match, the storyline, the presentation with that match was perfect. You didn't have to watch every week to sit there and be caught up in the main event, which is very special to do. You grab the audience without an audience, so that was pretty cool, man. That match that needs to be studied.
Anthony, we got a few more minutes left. You got any questions left?
Yeah, there's it's gonna lead into a question of what I'm gonna say, but I watch JD from New York 206 religiously, and he has brought your name up as one of the like kind of like the last real indie guys. How do like how do you take some like a high praise like that from a guy like him? Like
I mean, it's insane. I never heard this. So just hearing that, it's cool because when I came out, that's what I wanted. When I made the decision that I was gonna hit the Indies, I wanted to be the next Kevin Steen, the next Adam Cole, the guy that got signed out of the Indies. Um, so to kind of have that label on me is where I want to be, and I want to lift up the Indies. I want to do something and bring the Indies, especially in the New York scene. I feel like the indie scene in New York is pretty dead. And it's up to a guy like me and a few other guys to lift it up to the height it could be. So that's high praise, and it means a lot.
Yeah, because he also him and this guy Jason Solomonster, they both have they're well, JD's like a commentator for a company called House of Glory. Jason Solomon, who they call Solomonster, he I think is like the promoter for it. And honestly, dude, you should be going there because you're just as good as those guys that I watch in those
I would love
matches.
to go to House. I would love to go to House of Glory. But I do know they have a school. I don't know if the school is how you get on the show. I don't really know anybody at House of Glory. Um, if there's ever a way for me to get on House of Glory, if that ever got presented to me, I would never say no. I mean, a lot of the guys I admired walked through those curtains. Guys like Mac, Low Key, Homicide, Santana, the guys I want to wrestle. Kingston. Kingston's a dream match for me. I just want to have a promo battle with Eddie Kingston. But not only
Okay.
that, like they got the main event. It's fucking amazing down there. There's so many guys down there that's absolutely killing it.
I
It's
want
so
to see you. I want to see you kick Charles Mason's ass.
Charles Manson will
God.
be man. Heavy, great man. You know, like there's so many guys down there that are so talented. Like Ken Broadway. Ken Broadway is one of those guys that's from there, and
Mhm.
Ken Broadway is talented as hell. Charles Manson, he's amazing. Bobby Orlando
Oh
just
yeah,
won
he is.
Hogdog. Come on, these guys are names, and I do feel like I can stand next to them. I do feel like I can
I know,
go toe to toe with each
dude.
and every one of
I
them.
agree with that. I agree with
And
that
there's
one.
one thing I do know, man. I feel like House of Glory doesn't know, but I feel like half that crowd, if not more, already knows who I am. So me coming out to a House of Glory ring would probably go crazy, man. It'd probably go insane.
All right. I need
Definitely.
everyone. I need StreamYard to clip this part, and then, guys, in the comments, we need to request from House of Glory that we need PJ Savage versus Eddie Kingston, Tim versus Tim's match.
Oh, let's go on Super Kick.
Ooh.
I'm with this Tim song. Let's do it. I come out with
Listen,
the A-ball jacket and everything. They don't even know. They don't know yet.
I
They
can
don't know. It's
listen.
crazy.
I could be a writer. I could be a writer, but they won't hire me. I actually applied to be a WWE writer just for a joke.
You should keep trying. Those jokes end up turning into careers. Don't ever slight yourself. If you have a
You
passion for
know what it
something, make
was?
sure you do it.
It was one of those drunk nights that were like we were kind of going through random scrolling for like different topics, and they're like, "Oh, you're looking for a job? Just apply." I'm like,
You so do it.
"Why not? Why not?"
There's a,
I
a
was like,
long
I don't
time
even remember
ago.
giving the right name.
A long time ago, Vince Russo was looking for somebody to tutelage. Before I became a wrestler, I sent Vince Russo an email asking him to be my tutor. Crazy stories, man. Insane. I had to be like 17. It was nuts.
If you had to have someone to be like your Paul Heyman, your mouthpiece, who would you want it to be?
Paul
Savage.
Heyman.
I mean,
Paul Heyman.
outside of the obvious answer, but okay.
Paul
Savage.
Heyman.
No, no, no,
There's,
no, no. He
oh,
knows you.
agree. Yeah, with Greek. I mean,
PJ
with
knows
Greek, it's
you.
tough, man. With Greek, it's like he's got a loud mouth. He's got to shut up. I'm not one of those guys that has to have somebody to talk to. He just talks too damn much.
But he would be a
He'll
great
probably get me in
mouthpiece for
trouble, and
you.
I'm just in catering, eating a donut, and the next thing you know, PJ's not booked tonight. Oh, I know why. Get him over here. Like that's exactly what would happen.
You gotta
So
love the
no,
guy, though.
not with me with Greek Savage.
Dude, I
Oh
saw that
man.
match with you and Ox Adams, man. That was sick. That was a good match.
Yeah, Ox is a great guy too, man. He's really tight. He just had WWE try out. Ox is a great dude, man. Um, yeah, and there's so many guys out here. It's the future's bright, man. The next couple months are gonna be fun.
So I know you wrestling this weekend, but obviously you're gonna have a very long career after this. Um, what goals do you still have? That you feel like you want to accomplish, and how do you want to be remembered as a wrestler?
Um, two goals that I want to accomplish are two championships that mean a lot to me. One is the NWA Heavyweight Championship, and the other is the Ring of Honor Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
Um, I want to go to AEW. I want to go to Ring of Honor and win the Ring of Honor Championship, bring back the gold belt. Um, that's a dream of mine. And how do I want to be remembered? Is there something I keep saying? You know how Sami Zayn, Montreal has Sami Zayn, Chicago has CM Punk, New York City has PJ fucking Savage. That's how I want to be
Yeah.
remembered. Yeah. I want the Garden to be my home. There it goes.
He gonna walk out with Jalen Brunson next. Watch.
Fire. I'll super kick him with the tip
And
on too. I don't
Danhausen.
care. Everybody gets it.
And
Yo,
Danhausen.
I'm not gonna lie. I watched the Saturday night main event, and then once that match ended with Cody, I thought it was over, right? So I went to bed, and someone woke me up and was like, this shit's still going, right? And all I see is Jalen Brunson about to get knocked out by Halliburton with a chair, and I'm like, where the fuck
Yeah.
did y'all motherfuckers come from?
Brunson better not be getting hurt. He just had hand surgery. Finally brought the Knicks a championship. Be out here wrestling. He better stop it. You stop it.
I
Stick
mean,
to it. I love Brunson though. That's my guy.
First of all, I don't even feel like that was a legitimate wrestling event. I feel like that was just the Knicks after party to the after party.
I feel like a lot of people don't know how deep the roots are. Because I heard a lot of that, but I don't think a lot of people know how deep the roots are between WWE and the Knicks
I mean,
because of the Garden. There's not a lot that's out there, but behind the scenes, WWE is always in the Garden. So they work a lot with Dolan. They work a lot with people from the Knicks. So, and this goes back to when the Knicks sucked. Like the 90s, WWE was throwing more than basketball, and basketball was still selling out every night. But there's a lot of deeply seated roots between WWE and the WWE had a basketball team, it'd be the Knicks because of how closely they work with them at Madison Square Garden. That's the only thing I'll say. A lot of people don't understand how deep that goes.
Do you know that AEW is not even allowed to go to the Garden now because of WWE?
Well, that's always been the case. That's been the case since the 50s and 60s. That's what a lot of people don't know. This has been since Vince Senior, the great Vince Senior. This goes back to Vince McMahon's dad, Vince McMahon especially. They have such a amazing relationship with the Garden that the Garden and the Knicks kind of go hand in hand. It's just the Knicks have sucked for so long, no one's really saw it come out to the forefront. That's the only problem.
But I mean, for WWE to kind of sit there and be like, yeah, no, like AEW is not allowed to come here. Like,
but,
do you?
but that same shit happened with Thunder Rosa and Busted Open Radio.
Yeah, WWE took over the Sirius XM. I mean, that I don't really know that side of the business. Is it bad? I don't want to see people lose their jobs. I don't want to see people not get chances. I remember there was one event in, if I'm not mistaken, New Japan and Ring of Honor ran one event there, and it was allowed. It was the night I think that Enzo and Cash showed up. It was a Ring of Honor show. It was crazy and it was insane, but it's one of those things where I don't really want to see people lose their jobs, but if there's a reason, there's a reason. Maybe we'll find it out one day. Maybe we don't. Maybe they'll put it on a documentary. Who knows? Does it suck though? Yeah, it sucks for AEW. Because if I work for AEW and I'm on that roster, I want to work the Garden. I can't work the Garden. That's fucked up, man. Let me work the Garden. Stop playing with me.
Yeah.
It sucks. It sucks.
All I
You know,
gotta
there's
say, oh, sorry, Anthony, go.
no. I mean, what I was gonna say too was like, send your stuff to Brett. There's also, you have, dude, you there are like I want to see you become bigger than what you are, because you have such a you have this like something about you that's gonna make you a star in this business.
It means a
He's
lot.
a man.
That means a lot. Thank you, man.
You know, Brett Lauderdale, like he could. Lauderdale, like working for GCW, that could definitely help you open up some doors. Send your
Yeah.
stuff to him, be like, hey, whatever you got. Like, I mean, I'm just giving advice. I'm sorry, like if I'm
No,
overstepping, tell me.
No. You're not, man. You're not. You're not. Remember, like,
he's just a fan.
it's
He's just
welcome.
a fan
It's
fan.
welcome. Nah, you're welcome. Fans aren't fans, man. You guys make the business, and even guys like you that's doing this podcast, like you guys are a part of the business. Even if some wrestlers won't let you be or won't say you are, you guys are giving us a platform. You gave me a platform tonight, and you even saying what you said, words that you gave me, and saying what you said right now. This motivates. It helps me push forward. It makes me want to do more. I want to close my laptop and go downstairs and work out. I want to go cut some promos and show everybody I am as good as you just said I am. So believe me, you guys, what you guys do is really important to our scene. Do not stop.
Thank you, thank you. I was gonna say, like, if I was sitting in my actual office room, but I'm sitting in the only room with an air condition that works right now, but
I am
I
too.
would have, I would have literally the poster because I remember when he said when he won the social. That was the only Invictus show I went to at the Bronx Brewery, and he had won the social media championship. And I was dead fighting with my ex, trying to see who would get the better shots from the because we're both photographers. But I still have in my office the signed poster that Invictus gave out with all the wrestlers' signatures.
They used to make us do that. A lot of wrestlers hated doing that shit. We used to have to stay there for at least 30 minutes and sign every goddamn poster. Oh man, but that's stuff that I love to do, man. Like when they had me do big event, I did a couple signings over there. I love that stuff, man. I want to be out in front of the crowds. I want to be in the business. I want to be a part of it. I want to make it bigger. So that stuff is it's all awesome. And look, that's a memory you got right now. Like you got my signature, and when I get to WWE or AEW or anywhere, you have that on your wall right now. When I was at an indie show and no one thought I was gonna be anything. So
Yo, but
With Savage.
when he makes it to AEW and
With
he's not
Savage.
allowed to do interviews, we can say we got the interview.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Share the shit out of it. And no, I hate Savage. I hate Greek. I swear, I'm going to get signed at one of these companies and it's going to be in the locker room. I'm going to hit him with something. I swear. I already know. It's
And
going to be there.
all you're gonna hear from Greek is just, you got here because of me, bro. You got here because of me.
Uh huh. I gave you the rub, bro. I gave you the rub. No fucking rub.
What fucking rub, asshole?
Rub of that cheap cologne. That's the rub you get from Greek.
Hey, yo,
Dude,
He's like, he stinks. Have
dude,
ever
you smell like a
smelled
three.
He stinks.
It's like, dude, you smell like a 3 cent prostitute. What the hell's going on with you?
It
yo,
smells like it smells like he just wears mad brute. He's not brute.
He's gonna watch this and he's gonna murder me.
I'm gonna get him a bottle of brute for Christmas. He's probably
I
a bottle
just know
of
I'm Switzerland right now in this aspect. I don't know what the fuck going on.
The first time I ever met him, like virtually, was an interview that he did with Greek Savage, wrestling with Savage,
yeah.
and like I've been like after that interview, I was plastering on like tagging him, tagging Tony Khan, like sign this guy, and I still will do it. I don't, dude. You deserve to be on fucking TV.
No, you
You
It's
do.
gonna
do.
happen, man. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
I,
You
When it
and when
happens,
you
it's
do,
gonna be
you're gonna
something.
deserve that.
Appreciate
I
it.
was so happy when you had to come back. I
Yeah,
wondered
people
where you
ready.
went for a while.
People ready. They're ready for the comeback. They're ready for it to take off. And wait till them promos start dropping this week. It's gonna be nuts.
So, where are you wrestling this weekend?
So I got two shows this weekend. I'm at PWU, my new home, Pro Wrestling Unplugged, and 22 King Street, Mount Holly, New Jersey. Be there every Friday night. I'm there. My debut match over there. Every week I've been showing up, beating people up. This week I got
Yeah.
Phil Winslow, and watch it every Friday night. It's live. It's free on YouTube. If you can't make it, always come to my page, check it, go follow PWU. And then Saturday I'm back in the Bronx. Um, I'm wrestling for a championship on Saturday. I got the. It's with the Greatest Wrestling Alliance. We outside too. Oh, what's the address on that though? Oh, at 1930 Randall Ave. It's a free show. So if you're in the Bronx, it's a free show. Come see the show for free Saturday at 1 p.m. It's me versus BG Wayne, the real life Sami Zayn, and going at each other for the UUF International Championship. So it'll be dope. Come by. That's where I'm at this weekend.
Real quick, I
Yeah.
want to start. I want to start ending the podcast with wrestlers like this. You, I have things that I'm grateful for. What are three things that you're grateful for?
I love this,
Hmm,
Anthony.
that's great, man. I'm grateful for three things. I'm grateful for my family. I love my children. I love my wife. I got an amazing support system. My family's just a family. I'm grateful for professional wrestling. Wrestling has given me a whole lease on life to help me do something special, reach special people. Wrestling is the best thing that ever happened to me, besides my children. And the third thing I'm grateful for is just every day I get to wake up, breathe, and appreciate everything that's around me. There's one thing I try to tell people close to me. It's not about the things you don't have, it's about the things you do have. You might not be rich, you might not be on the front of posters, you might not be in lights yet, but appreciate what you got. Even if you're living in a one bedroom apartment or you're sleeping on a couch, appreciate it out that couch. Appreciate what you have in your life. More better is gonna come, but never take what you have for granted. Those are my three things, man. I love my life.
I got
Hey,
I got that from Chris Van Vliet because that's how he ends his interviews. And I was like,
there you
I want
go.
to try that because I like that. I
That's
like
awesome.
that ending.
PJ, that was amazing. Originally, we had a Jeopardy game going, but one of our hosts had a family issue, and Ace didn't get out of work in time. So I was like, damn. So when they're both available, I will call you back so you can get. Because the one
Yeah,
thing
hell
Ace
yeah.
said when he was in the hospital last week was, why did you reschedule knowing I would have been? I'm like, you're in the hospital, bro. This isn't wrestling. We can do this when you're feeling better. And he's like,
Yeah, I got
listen,
no problem coming back.
he's like, we're gonna play a game, and I'm gonna be back and play a game with PJ Savage. I'm like, okay.
It's awesome. No, I'll definitely come back on whenever you guys want to knock that game out the park.
Because it's ready. It's just, I don't want to have you versus Anthony, and then God forbid this thing takes a whole left turn. I don't want Anthony getting thrown out of his computer.
I come through the screen, start beating him up.
Listen, man, some savage technological shit. You don't know, man. One
The
minute he's
sirens
there,
go
the
off.
next,
You never know what's gonna happen.
like he shows up like in a promo and just starts fucking up Anthony on his camera.
Nah, I would.
Oh,
Nah, nah.
nah, I'll definitely come on next time. Don't worry, just let me know. Let me know when they come back on, and we'll make it happen.
I got you, I got you. But in the meantime, my love, where can they find you?
Hey, PJ Savage on everything. PJ Savage underscore on Instagram and Twitter. PJ F is Savage on TikTok, PJ Savage on YouTube. Just go follow the journey, man. It's dope. It's awesome. It's real. The person PJ Savage is the same one that walks through the curtain, and it's the same one that wakes up every day to go to his 9 to 5. There's no difference. I'm not fake. I'm not a character. That's who I am. So follow it if you want to see something real. Person trying to make it. That's it.
Send him to Ring of Honor.
Hell yeah, make it happen. Make it happen.
Anthony,
And
where can we
AEW.
find you?
Anthony Loves Wrestling on Insta. And just look up Anthony on Anthony Corso on Facebook. Hey, that's pretty much it.
Guys, this was the Gorilla Talk podcast. Catch us every week on the Rawrrzone Media YouTube. Please get us to 500 subscribers, please, so I don't have to go join OnlyFans. It's for myself. Follow us everywhere at Rawrrzone NYC. Listen, man, I don't got an OnlyFans body, man. I'm in my 30s. Everything jiggles. Don't do this.
I fucking love that. Oh
Right.
shit! All right, let's
Katrina, I
protect
love
the
you.
OnlyFans. 500 subscribers.
So I don't have to do OnlyFans.
The website is www.rawrzonenyc.com. Follow us there. Subscribe. Catch all of our episodes there. Follow the Official in the House show. Follow Welcome to the Rawrrzone, Gorilla Talk podcast on Instagram. From myself, Anthony Loves Wrestling, and the one and only PJ Savage, I bid y'all a 2 sweep and a good fight and a good night.
Bang.
Woohoo!